these past few days I've found my stride in the things that I want to be doing, and I've actually been a little consistent with some of them, and in a daily kind of way, every day doing the things that I have to do and the things that I told myself I'll be doing. And I've just been in a good place in with my productivity and with my procrastination. I'm barely doing anything unproductive in the past few days. And I think routine is part of that. I remember growing up watching productivity to videos, self-improvement videos, and then they're all talking about routine, morning routine, evening routines, just everything being in a routine and a schedule. That way your whole day is organized and planned out. And I think what I've done is a way of thinking about it differently because I've kind of known routines as something boring and something you have to confine to and something you're stuck with. Whereas if you think about rituals instead, it just sounds cooler in your head when you think about it differently. But to me, rituals are having something or having a routine, but romanticizing it to the point that it feels like a ritual. And I think just thinking about it that way, that's what's helped me. And just romanticizing anything that I do just helps it. Because I'm that kind of person who loves to romanticize everything that I do. And it's really fun, like looking through Pinterest and looking at what you do and everything and just watching YouTube videos about it. I think when you get so invested into something, it just naturally becomes a ritual and you don't even think of it as a routine. Like you don't even think about having to show up. You just do it. And obviously there are times where you know you have to do it but you don't want to do it. But you kind of just will your body to do it and you just do it. It's hard to explain, but I think the way that I've done it is when you romanticize something, you have to make sure that you actually want to be doing it. Because for me right now, I'm not currently going to school. So if I were still going to school, school would be something that I'd have to make sure that I'm eager to be doing. That way I'm actually passing all my tests. So I'm kind of having to look at it interestingly and in a way where I'm actually invested in it. So I think it's a bunch of mind games with yourself and convincing yourself that you enjoy what you're doing. Because I think generally if you're thinking about the things that you're doing, then there's really nothing that you do that shouldn't be um, not for you. And that's a complicated way of saying it, but what I mean is everything that you do should be aligned to yourself and to your purpose and to what you actually want to be doing. So I think when everything you do is kind of a ritual in the sense that it's something that you know is right for you to do. When you start to realize that your whole life becomes kind of aligned to your purpose and you start doing things. And I know that's kind of vague, but I think I've learned to look at the things in my life that I don't want to be doing or the things that in my life that I'm lazing around and just being lazy about. I think when you look at them as rituals and something that's going to benefit you rather than something you have to do every day just because you have to do it, that makes it a lot easier. And I know the difference between a ritual and a routine isn't that clear, but it's these little changes in your thinking that help. And an example right now is like working out for me because I've already have I'm already productive in everything else. Literally everything else I want to be doing except for health, considering that my sleep hours are still very like all over the place. My consistency in exercise is kind of all over the place too. And my diet isn't very good. And things like that, even though you have everything like me and I'm doing everything that I want to be doing, there are things that I still have to keep in check and I still have to kind of think of it as a routine and it's a gradual process of falling in love with with the habit, I think, romanticizing it. And I think convincing yourself that you love what you do is going to make you love what you do and you're going to start to love living life again. And I'm remembering times when I was feeling particularly down or unmotivated to do anything. All I needed to do was just to spark that interest and that love from my heart again, like my passion. Because if you are really passionate in something and you're in like a plateau or in a state of like just total block, writer's block, then you just have to reignite that influence by just back in love with it, and just like, for example, like me with writing, if I just had a writer's block, I'd just read and read and read and just go searching for inspiration anywhere, and from that I would just slowly get back into it again, and it would become a ritual again. So I think whether or not we are conscious about it and whether or not we're doing what we love, I think our whole lives are rituals and routines. I'm just saying ritual because those two words I think in this video are interchangeable. Ritual is just an interesting way of thinking about it. But even if you are an organized person, or even if my days are just total messy and unplanned, there's still some kind of routine holding it all together. Like at this time period, I'll do this, and after a few minutes, I'll do that. Just because of how unconsciously your body works and how you have an internal body clock, there are just patterns to your day. So whether or not you're doing what you want to be doing, there's a ritual and there's like a clock inside of your body that functions, and it's just a matter of putting things in the right place and making sure that you are genuinely eager to do the things that you want to be doing. And I think just seeing it that way has helped me, and I think I can say that that's how I've been able to get back into things that I want to be doing as of the past few days. How I've been able to lock in, you know. And I think, yeah, that's it. I mean, I might want to keep this video short, but yeah, that's that's my experience with rituals. See you in the next video.